Well, hi there. Thanks for joining us for the Heartland Partnership's video update. I'm Renee Charles. In our headline story this week, if transportation is any indication that our economy is rebounding, we can breathe a sigh of relief because there's great news coming out of the transportation industry. Our transport director, Steve Yeager, tells us a little bit more. So what's the first indication that things are starting to pick up in transportation?
Well, in the international arena, it appears that the container ship and ocean freight segment is really growing suddenly after a horrible 2009. One of the major carriers across the Pacific, American President Lines, has seen its volume in May increase 34% over the same month of 2009. That's international goods, mostly consumer goods, merchandise and the like, and it's moving into the country again from Asia, and that's a real good sign for the transportation industry.
What's it mean locally? What does that do for us right here in central Illinois?
Well, most of these containerized cargoes come into the West Coast ports and move to Chicago area rail facilities. It's where our local trucking industry swings into play. Major carriers that are based in the Peoria area that handle containerized goods, they're picking up and dropping off these boxes as fast as they can. In fact, there's a shortage of drivers right now, which would have been unheard of a year ago.
So that's really good news, but can we expect this to last? I mean, you said this was a quick run-up.
It's been a quick run-up, and I think it's going to level off a little bit, particularly in the industrial goods category. More basic raw material type commodities are already beginning to level off a little bit, but they're not declining again. So it's an indication that the economy is stabilized. It's not back all the way to where we were in 2007, 2008, but transportation once again is making money. It's good for our local motor carriers, it's good for the railroads, and it's certainly good for the ocean carriers that bring the materials across the ocean.
Now, in other news this week, we welcome a new member to the Heartland Partnership family. His name is Steve Rollins, and he's the new finance director for the partnership.
I'm happy to be here.
And tell me where you're from.
From San Diego, California. Lived there 17 years and moved back to the Midwest just last week.
And tell me a little bit about your background. You're our new finance director, so tell me about your background.
I have a degree from Washington University in St. Louis, and I've worked in manufacturing and technology and nonprofit segments. Worked in California for 17 years and now doing the finance here.
All right, and what are you most looking forward to being here in the Midwest? Is it being back home, or what is it you're looking forward to?
It's being back home, and it's being closer to family, and it's being part of a great community.
All right, well, we're glad to have you. Thanks for coming aboard.
Thank you.
There's been some pretty good news for the economy in our region anyway for the last couple of weeks. In fact, our unemployment numbers are down, the lowest they've been in over a year, and our population is up. This indicates that people are staying put and that jobs are coming back. If you want to learn more about those stories, be sure and check out the latest edition of Heartland Partnership in the News. If you didn't find that in your inbox, you can always go to heartlandpartnership.org and click on the media link. And we've received a ton of new images for the I'm Stepping Up campaign, and we want to thank everyone who's participated. Be sure and go to imsteppingup.net to find out who's participating and see some of those pictures and find out what people are doing to step up all across our region. And don't forget, time is running out for the next Pack the Place event. It's coming up on Sunday, July 25th at Wildlife Prairie State Park. All you have to do is purchase a block of tickets, give them out to your friends, your family, your co-workers, or donate them to charity and help us pack the place and make a big difference in our regional economy. To find out more about that, you can also go to imsteppingup.net. And here's a couple more events that you can put on your calendars. The Peoria Area Chamber of Commerce is looking for golfers. The annual golf outing for the Chamber is coming up on July 26th, and it's at Weaver Ridge. Golfers are still needed, so get signed up. The Peoria and the McLean County Chamber of Commerce are taking a trip to China. Coming up, we'll have an informational meeting. That's on July 13th. It's your chance to learn more about the sights of China as well as international business and how it can help you right here at home. The Heartland Partnership's annual meeting is set for October 6th. We'll have key speaker Tom Donahue. He's the president and CEO of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. Find out what he has to say and also find out more about how you can become a sponsor by visiting our website. And if you have a business idea that you would like to maybe get going, be sure and check out the launch competition. You can find out more about all of these events and all of these projects by going online or checking out your latest edition of the Heartland Partnership's Accelerate newsletter. I'm Renee Charles. Thanks for joining us for this edition of the Heartland Partnership's video update.